In the great kingdom of Zalangwa, there was a beautiful palace where Princess Amara lived. She was known not only for her beauty but also for her kindness and intelligence. Her father, King Abaoy, ruled the kingdom wisely, and the people loved him. Despite her privileged life, Amara was troubled by the unfair treatment of slaves in her kingdom. One of these slaves was Kato, a young man who had been captured during a raid on his village. Kato was strong and hardworking, but his eyes carried a quiet sadness. One day, while strolling through the palace gardens, Amara saw Kato working hard under the hot sun. His determination and quiet dignity caught her attention. She approached him. "What's your name?" she asked gently. "Kato, Your Highness," he replied, bowing his head. "Why do you work so hard?" Amara asked. Kato looked up, his eyes filled with a mix of pride and resignation. "Because it's all I have left. It's the only thing they can't take from me." Amara was moved by his words and wanted to know more about Kato. She began to visit him in the gardens often, pretending to take walks but really wanting to talk to him. They shared stories about their lives, their dreams, and their frustrations. As time passed, their friendship grew into something deeper. They both knew that their love was forbidden. A princess could not be in love with a slave, and the laws of the kingdom made such a relationship impossible. But their love was strong, and they dreamed of a life where they could be together. One night, a grand festival was held to celebrate King Abaoy's reign. The palace was filled with music, dancing, and laughter. Amara and Kato planned to use this opportunity to escape. They hoped to find a place where they could be free from the constraints of their society. As the night progressed, Amara and Kato sneaked away from the festivities. They made their way through the palace corridors, their hearts racing with anticipation. Just as they were about to reach the gates, they were stopped by a group of guards. "Stop! You're under arrest," one of the guards shouted. Amara and Kato were captured and brought before King Abaoy. The king looked at them with a mix of anger and sadness. "What is going on here?" he demanded. Amara stepped forward, her voice steady despite her fear. "Father, I love Kato, and he loves me. We want to be together, but the laws of the kingdom won't allow it." King Abaoy looked at his daughter and then at Kato. "Amara, you know the laws are there for a reason. A princess cannot marry a slave." "Then change the laws, father," Amara said passionately. "Slavery is wrong. People should not be kept in chains." The king was silent, thinking deeply. Changing the laws will not be easy. It will require time and the support of the people. Amara and Kato were placed under house arrest while the king considered their plea. News of their love and their struggle spread throughout the kingdom. The people began to question the old ways and demanded change. King Abaoy saw that the people were ready for reform. After much thought, the king called a council meeting with his advisors and the elders. "We must move forward," he declared. "Slavery has no place in our kingdom. From now on, all slaves will be freed, and the laws will be changed to allow love to flourish, regardless of status." The announcement was met with mixed reactions. Some people were resistant to change, but many supported the new laws. Slowly, the kingdom of Zalangwa began to transform. Slaves were freed and given opportunities to build new lives. The barriers between classes began to fall, and the kingdom embraced a new era of equality. Amara and Kato's love story became a symbol of hope and change. Their wedding was a grand celebration, attended by people from all walks of life. The ceremony was a testament to the new values of freedom and justice that the kingdom had adopted. Years went by, and Amara and Kato built a life together filled with love and happiness. They had children who grew up in a kingdom where everyone had the chance to pursue their dreams. The story of the princess and the slave was passed down through generations, teaching people about the power of love and the importance of fighting against injustice. King Abaoy, now older, looked upon his kingdom with pride. He had learned from his daughter's courage and the strength of her love for Kato. Zalangwa had become a shining example of what a kingdom could be when people stood up for what was right. As for Amara and Kato, they lived their lives together, always in love and always working to make their kingdom a better place. Their story became one of Selangwa's most cherished folktales, inspiring others to believe in the possibility of change and the enduring power of love. In their garden, surrounded by their children and grandchildren, Amara and Kato knew that their struggle had made a difference. They had helped to change their world for the better, leaving a legacy of love, justice, and hope for future generations.